Yes, it's about New Zealand. I know that a lot of people want to move to New Zealand. New Zealand is a very beautiful country. New Zealand is a sister to Australia. Okay, today I want to tell you that New Zealand immigration system is changing, and it is changing for good, for your own good. Okay, so in this video today, we're going to talk about the changes that is coming your way if you're interested in going to New Zealand. Okay, so we talk about how many visas they're expecting. Actually, they say they don't have any cap on highly skilled migrants, like how many people they are taking. They don't have any cap. As long as you belongs to highly skilled, you apply, you are qualified, you are coming. There is nothing like they have reached their maximum. At this time, they do not have any limit. If you qualified, they give you visa, you come. Okay, another thing is that they have changed their migration process for skilled migrants. It is now in 6-point base. Okay, so we're going to detail it and tell you how to score your points. They are proposing that this very new process, visa process for skilled migrant, is going to be very clear and specific, so you can do it yourself process. It's not something you must have an agent to apply. Okay, and another thing they have said about accredited work visa. It's changing. Currently, it is for 3 years, but from November this year, it's moving from 3 years to 5 years. So once you get accredited work visa, they are giving you 5 years to stay, and you know, straight to permanent resident. Okay, after that. All right, so in this video today, we're going to touch all the new development that is coming your way that will make it easier for you to migrate to New Zealand. Another thing we're going to talk about today is all the important dates as regards to the application process. We're going to touch them today so you know when to shoot. All right, if this sounds like something you want to hear, please sit back and let's dig in. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Jane Kenny's Creation, where we keep it real. My name is Jane and I live in Australia. Welcome. Thank you, my subscribers. You guys rock. And if you are new here today, please do subscribe to my channel and become a member of this beautiful family where we keep it real. Please do like my video and share if you can. Let's dig in. All right, I want to show you how we do it here, so you know where the information is coming from. Let me take you to the source. All right, let's go. Welcome to New Zealand immigration website. The summary of the major changes coming your way. I said before, there is no cap for highly skilled workers. You are qualified, you applied, you get your visa. There is nothing like, oh, we have reached our cap. No limit. Okay, another one is the new point form. 6 points. You have to score at least 6 points for you to qualify. Don't worry, I'm going to explain this. Okay, now they say that it's going to be clearer, and the criteria and everything about this new process is going to be faster. And the last one is the accredited work visa. From November is moving from 3 years to 5 years. Okay, all right, let me explain to you about this skilled migration to New Zealand and the pathways. All right, so for you to migrate to New Zealand as a skilled migrant, there are 3 major pathways. Okay, the first one is called the Skilled Migrant Resident Pathway. So you move straight to residency. Okay, the second one is the Green List Pathway, and the third one is the Care Workforce and Transportation Pathway. So the Care Workforce Pathway is for people in healthcare, and for the transportation, for people in Transport Section Agreement Pathway. That is, if you work for transport company in New Zealand, or if they employ you or they sponsor your visa. All right, from October 2023, people need to meet specific requirements for their pathway. and now they are going to follow the 6-point based system, which we are going to explain now. However, you need to meet your other requirements for the visa, the age 55, the English depending on your occupation and visa. They will list it on the visa you are applying for. Everything is straightforward. However, let me tell you how to qualify for visa, New Zealand skill visa. All right, I want you to take a very good look at this table. I will share the link as well. All right, let's check all the category of visas and the eligibilities. Okay, so you have an acceptable job or job offer in New Zealand and you have 6 points. The 6 points as below. New Zealand registration in a specific occupation. So if your occupation requires registration, some occupation require registration like nursing, doctors, pharmacists, engineering, and so on. Okay, then you have your 6 point. Or you are a PhD, or you have a PhD, you have this point, or you have a job offer from New Zealand employer. So the visa you'll be qualified for will be Skilled Migrant Category Resident Visa. All right, so the second one says if you have New Zealand specific occupation registration that requires you 5 years training, or you have a master's degree, then you have 1 year work experience in this field in New Zealand, then you are qualified for Skilled Migrant Category. The third one is if you have occupation registration that requires you at least 4 years training, or you have an honor degree or postgraduate diploma, or you have a job offer in New Zealand, you have 4 points. Then you must have 2 years skilled work experience in New Zealand, then you are qualified for Skilled Migrant Category visa. Or if you have registration, occupational registration that requires you 2 years training, you have a bachelor degree, or you have job offer in New Zealand that pays you 1.5, that is a wage category they mentioned there, you can have up to 3 points, and you must have at least 3 years work experience in New Zealand in this occupation, then you'll be qualified for the same Skilled Migrant Category. So you see, as their qualification is reducing, they are increasing your job your work experience in New Zealand for you to go for permanent residence. Okay, but if you have the first part, if you have this occupational registration, PhD or doctorate or job offer, you're going straight to resident, okay, visa. All right, there are still other migration pathway for skilled migrant. Let's look at the green list pathway. Okay, so it said if you have a job offer for an occupation on the tier 1 list, I've shared this green list. I'm going to share it again under this video. I will find it and share it again. It's very important if you ever intend to migrate to New Zealand. Okay, so if you have job or job offer from tier 1 list, okay, and you meet the specific qualification for registration and the wage as well, then it says you are going straight to resident. You'll be qualified for permanent resident, straight to resident. Okay, if you have that green list. Okay, then it said you have a job offer from an occupation on the tier 2 list and you meet a specific qualification, registration and wages. It means that you must have 2 years relevant work experience for you to go for your permanent resident. Okay, then there is Care Workforce and Transport Section Agreement. So it said you must have job offer for an occupation in a specific sector, whether in healthcare or care workforce or transportation. Then you must have 2 years experience in New Zealand for you to go to Care Workforce Work to Resident. So you work to residents, that's the 2 years experience, or Transport Workforce Work to Resident. So they kind of created this table so it will be a guide for you. So if you have this, you are qualified for this. This is the same thing the agents will explain to you. They are now all right. Important date to note for your visa application: if you're applying for straight to resident visa, is currently open. work to resident visa is opening on 29 September 2023. Care work first work to resident visa is opening 29 September this year. Transport sector work to resident visa is opening 29 September this year. If you want to use the current point form, not the new one, you must submit your application by 15th of August. Then the new point form is starting 9th of October this year. And accredited employer work visa is extending from November to 5 years, from 3 years to 5 years. And you go for your residency. Okay, all right, so please check the description section of this video for all the relevant links you need for New Zealand migration and this new update. All right, okay? So now you know the new process for skilled migration to New Zealand. Why not try? That brings us to the end of this video. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, become a member of this beautiful family. Do like my video and share if you can. See you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.